So should I start speaking? All right. Okay, so let's get back to where we were. This, we are back again with pound hourly chart flashing up on your screens. So what I was saying was for the extreme short-term traders, 120 points have been grabbed already. It's okay if you take some profits out the desk. Some kind of uh, pullback could be on the way soon, maybe from here or after 25-30 highs. But since the resistance has been taken out, it could be coming in quite soon right now. So possibly the next path for pound could be yeah, getting lower and then higher again. That could be the strategy for pound. So kindly keep it that way. Positional traders are still good to remain on the long side with the stop around 1.2 and the trade setup suggests, and the target is 1.28 already. All right, so that is the story which has been unfolding in pound. It's nice and quick on the north side. In fact, pound has pound has rallied quite a bit. Euro has been lagging a bit of pace. You see, pound has taken that resistance out. You just allow me to bring up ballpoint. That resistance has been taken. Both of them has been taken out by pound, but euro is slightly lagging behind. Maybe we are just about one more high left. We sometimes something like this, or going back to 470. That could be the next trajectory path, or it could drop first, correct itself, and then go higher. But primarily, it has to take that resistance out for bulls to remain in control. This is important. Otherwise, the structure is uh, good to be held on the north side again with the Fibonacci 78% bounce on early Monday morning. Uh, that's a neat little wrong in holding for a positional trader. For a short-term trader, there could be a short-term there could be a pullback. We are almost around the 70 60 range on the RSI. If there is a diverging scenario, which is quite possible, then we might see. I think even short-term traders should wait for a resistance break above 1.0414. If the resistance is breaking above 1.14, that would be a good place to take some profits off the discount, right? So that's the story for euro. Okay. Pound, sorry, gold. In fact, about okay, let's pick up gold and then we'll go back to the dollar index. The story in gold is not changing at all. At least for now, in the last few hours, it has been an absolute sideways. If you were with us with the last session, this is what was done. This is what was done in the New York session. And if you look at the price action here, let's zoom in a bit more. So the price action has stalled, and the first target of 2845 has been met. And for those who are still joining in, the wave count in gold is like a minute degree wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is complete uh, at 45, 29, for 28, 45. Prices are still digging a bit sideways, but it's okay. I mean, uh, what we really need to see in terms of the price action now is break below 2809 and 2810 for base to come back in control, which is still not seen clearly. I think we are still a bit away from the from the turn. Maybe there is a potential high which would go towards 2869 and then reverse. That would be the path which could be taken next. All right. I think that could be that's the first path we are waiting for. It's not a point of going long right now because the risk reward ratio will not suffice at all. Going long at this point in time doesn't really make much technical sense. And you know what? I'm a great believer about the RSI and the RSI. See, look at that. I'll show you what it actually means when it diverges. So that was the first divergence, a fresh peak around the 2712, 2812, a diverging scenario, and a pullback. And now again we have a fresh diverging scenario where prices have hit above the 2830 highs. They have hit above about 2845, and then the scenario is again diverging. Believe it or not, it's just a matter of time before bears are back in control. We are avoiding to trade right now is to just avoid taking further risk and increasing the risk because it's a very aggressive strategy to go and short the wave 5. If there is a slight miscalculation on the termination of wave 5, we are risking again a trigger of stop. That's the only reason why we are refraining from taking a short call right now. But tell you what, I'm just waiting for this wave 4 to be taken out. The moment it's gone 2810, we can partially short immediately and remaining at the pullback. All right. So let's wait for at least one price action confirmation of the support being taken out at 2810 before committing again on the short side. Before I go back to the coins on the daily chart, okay, I think I need to hide those things we did on the hourly. It will take a moment. I don't want that on the daily. All right. All right. Now, that's a clear indication of good potential rally being carried out and with extension. Now, this entire path is extending itself. All right. And I would not be surprised to see that it's still a path, it's still a portion of an expanded flat. All right, it's A, B, and C wave should begin anytime lower from there. As I said, expanded flats are very tricky structures where wave B can actually extend quite a bit higher, but 38.2% of wave A, and the 38.2% of wave A is somewhere, if you measure the 38.2%, do some math here, then let's see where it's going. The 38.2% is coming around. I think it's 2900 or something. Just a moment. Yeah, there you go. So that's at 38.2% of wave A, which is around the 28.88. I mean, even if it rallies through the 28.88 mark, it is quite possible that it's still a part of an expand flat. So it's going to be very tricky for both ways to initiate decision and actually where to initiate decision. It's actually it's damn risky for us to go along at this price, because we don't have any kind of support where we would want to keep stop loss, and the risk reward ratio will not suffice well. Right, going back to the hourly chart one last time. All right, 69 is where we are waiting for price action to trigger on the south side. It would be interesting to see triggering from here itself, and 28, that's around 29.33. That's too long for us to wait actually. So let's wait for at least one more session and see if the price action is kind of breaking below 28.10, or is it wanting to go higher again. All right. Catching a bit of cold here. The temperatures are wavering. It's swinging between it's a 3-4 degrees Celsius swing in the past 2-3 days, and it's catching up quite a bit on the viral side as well. So excuse me for the cold. Okay, let's get back to the coins here. So it's clear now. Bitcoin was not uh, extending the third wave. It prepared a Gartley, and that's nothing wrong in it. Nothing wrong in it at all. We are still somewhere close to where we traded on the long side. And the only thing that is happening here is the retracement was slightly more than expected. Nothing else. We bring out the Fibonacci ratios. It has bounced very close from the 61.8%, around the 96 again. And that's the 61.8% of the previous rally after dropping on Monday towards 91. So the target which we projected still remains the same, 106,110 on the higher side for the coin. But remember, please, the target, the stop loss is going to go around the 91 mark. For those who are joining fresh, the structure is as follows. We've had a wave 1 up there and WXY, so it's a 5-3-5 kind of a structure, 3-3 and a 3-wave structure. I'm talking about this structure. A 5-3-5, again a 5-3-5, and again overall a 3-wave structure. And WXY combinations are really tricky at times, and we might have to change it. But at least at this point in time, it looks like a WXY being complete, and the price action is picking up on the north side once again. Right. So trading point of view, price action is still good enough to be bought around the 97 mark. The stop around 91 and targeting around 109. All right. I think we got some news on the Ethereum. Let's look at that. It's actually just around 26. It came to 26. It's okay. We have now triggered here. It dropped to 26.47. So now that limit order is executed, and let's take that limit order of the radar. So at this point in time, we are on the long side. The buy limit has been triggered. That retracement is not required at the point. So we've had a stop at 2140. All right, and the projected target is at 334.60 kind of an action. Now this structure is a at least for now it is a godly ABC if it's a shallow kind of a retracement, but a confirmation will be when prices break above that 28.69.70 resistance. All right, you never know. The C wave is still underway. There could be A, B, C's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can take a bit deeper correction if it wants to. That would be the 61.8% of the entire rally. Let's check. There you go. That's the 61.8% of the entire rally. So the next buy could be somewhere around the 2450 zone as well before it picks up. But at least for now, we might be partially in. You might want to add a few positions on the long side around the 2450 mark, and then take it over towards 34. I just wanted to see why the targets are. That's the third wave. Okay, so let's redo it right now. Let's redo the count. And if that is wave 2 for the Elliot extension, then the targets are expected to rally. The targets are revised now towards 38.90. Okay. So the good thing is that we have entered in the Ethereum on the long side. Price action has triggered itself, so it's even better. We'll have to wait for Solana, I suppose. 220 price action has already triggered, and there is a neat little. This is a sideways action for sure. Each one of them is doing it, and the good part is that it's quite shallow. So I would say still the third wave is extending for Solana. I mean, you got that wave one that we did last time, then you have a flatter wave two. The only thing happens is if we move the labels a bit on the right hand side. That's all, a bit on the right hand side, where you have an expected wave three right there. Wave four is shifted on the right side, again on the right side. So that's the only change we are doing right now. A shifting base with respect to the time, which is lost for the past few hours in the sideways action. All right, so let's see how it plays out because I really like seeing what is the path is being filled or not. If it is wave three, then it should be sharper, straight towards 250, and then a pullback, and then the extension. All right. So long in Solana, no change there. Ripple should be digging sideways as well, but I think we have refrained from taking longs over there. It's again a good corrective decline. I like what's being seen on the chart right now. But let's remain on this on the price that we have bought at 256, uh, and we're targeting around 3.09 for now. No change in the projection for Ripple as well. I'm just a bit worried about the stop loss, but we cannot, or we should not rather, move the stop towards 1.75 at this point in time. That's a good support which has been taken, and it's retracing around the 60% of the immediate rally as well. So let's hold on to the long side. All right, we'll be coming back to the indices and the US indices when we are back in the London session. For now, I'll let's bring it a pause here. Once again, thank you for tuning in and the small session restart. That's okay. It happens. Technical issues sometimes go out of control. Once again, thank you for your presence. We'll be back in a few hours to touch base and continue the story and the London session. For now, I'll hand it over back to Igor. Igor, back to you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much, SPDas. Always a pleasure.
Bye.
Alrighty, folks. Yeah, apologies for that. Just had a bit of a technical glitch here. I had to switch the LLM feed to my main rig instead of the other rig. We're in the process of moving things to an off-site server. But yeah, looks like it just kind of conked out. Something probably with the GPU and the restream. But good news is all this stuff is moving to dedicated resources, so nothing to worry about. Thanks for your patience, and we'll see you 5 a.m. Bright and early EST and 10 a.m. GMT. See you soon.
FOREXLENS gives you the edge. FOREXLENS understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. FOREXLENS lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with FOREXLENS. Check out our performance at FOREXLENS.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. FOREXLENS.com.